Do you have a brilliant startup idea? Visit our website at eapla.com to schedule a Blue Couch meeting and launch your startup journey today.
All right, welcome back to On The Cusp. I got Matt back with me for another episode here.
Hey, Dave, all right.
And this is going to be a really fun one, okay, because we're talking sports here, okay? But we've got Keith Carter with Louisiana Rouxgaroux.
The Rouxgaroux.
The Rouxgaroux is such a great name.
That is, absolutely. But Keith, what is the Rouxgaroux?
So the Rouxgaroux is a mystical werewolf, half man. In Texas, you hear the Chupacabra story. The Rouxgaroux lives in the swamps and the bayous of Louisiana, and it hunts at night, and it hunts its prey silently. And it was kind of like the lore of the grandmother said, if you don't go to bed, the Rouxgaroux is going to get you.
Oh, wow. So you picked that as your mascot.
Yep.
For arena football in Shreveport, Bossier.
And we are excited about it. It's technically year 2 of the Rouxgaroux, year 1 of the Louisiana Rouxgaroux. And we, last year, were expansion team into our league. This is technically year 2 of the name, but first year of the company and myself being 100% owner. And we're excited.
Cool.
Oh, we are too.
So how does just a regular individual get in the football business?
I'm gonna summarize it for you. So lived here all my life, went to Northeast, went to LSU. My wife and I moved back 25 years ago and raised our daughters here. And both daughters, one graduated last year at LSU and one went to LSU from Loyola. And I wanted to diversify my business, my portfolio, I guess. I wanted to have something to do. I wanted a hobby. I've owned always Best Care Home Health and Home Care here for 11 years. And I've been in healthcare all my life. So been paramedic and have worked in air medical services and hospital administration. And I woke up one night, and I guess it was a midlife crisis,
Yeah.
And I said, man, that's interesting. Actually, the Mudbugs posted, we're going to bring arena football back. So I called the guys and said, man, this would be awesome opportunity for my elderly male patients that I could buy season tickets and send them to an event. And it started there. And then all of a sudden, I'm an investor in what they were bringing an expansion team to Shreveport. That was a year and a half ago.
Well, see, I've always said that Shreveport Bossier will support a sports team. And a lot of people, out there, the naysayers.
That's
and
right.
Matt and I never listen to the naysayers.
Well,
what do you say to that?
Well, unfortunately, we live in a time that everyone wants to be right. So they would prefer to level on the naysaying so they can say, I told you so.
That's the easy path.
That's the easy path. The harder path is to go, you know what? What is it going to take it to work? So then I looked at that last year. And, we had a first-year expansion. There was 2 other guys involved. They're no longer involved in the team, the league. And I had the opportunity to take the league franchise. So the other league owners of the National Arena League, which is a very, very... it's specific. The NAL is set up like the NFL. I own 1/9 of the NAL. All the owners of the team own the league. It's a not-for-profit league. We own it. We pay our dues to run a commissioner's office, a media office, a compliance office, an official's office. It's set up just like the NFL. So there's no corporation, there's no owner that's dictating that. We all are in this together, and there's 9 active members across the Midwest. Most of those members have been in over 10 years in arena football, so it's strong. And
so we're the expansion team in this, really.
We're a second year kind of thing, but we're technically expansion team since I'm the first. I was an investor last year. Now I'm the complete 100% owner. Me and my wife, Kim, and so things started falling into place. They said, "Man, if you will do this, we're going to bring you in the NAL." And then Brookshire's Arena called and said, "Man, we saw what you tried to do last year. We need to talk."
I think that's big.
And
that's real big.
At the same time, Kimberly Jacks called, and she had left the Mudbugs last year and retired. And she has over a decade of sports entertainment.
She's great.
Management, ticket office, group sales. She worked for the Mudbugs 10 years at Century Hill and Hirsch.
Yeah.
She says, I want to get back in it, and I want to come work for you. So The NAL locked in the franchise. Brookshire's began talking very seriously, and K-Jax came to work for me. And when those things fall in your favor, I believe that I'm favored in doing this. And so I went out, and every 10 people, I had 9 naysayers. But the one person that said, you know what, Keith, we're gonna figure out what we can do to support you, that drove me to the next week.
Yeah.
And then I would hit another 9 naysayers, but one person
Yeah.
would say, you know what, we're gonna help you do we're gonna help you do this. We're gonna figure out what this looks like. And just coming up to meeting with your wonderful staff was one of those weeks, and it drives us to the next week.
That's cool.
And so, all that being said, we are a legitimate corporation, member of the NAL. We have got our schedule locked in. 7 home games in the Brookshire's Grocery Arena, starting February 28th, March, April, and May.
Right
Playoffs
after
for June.
Mardi Gras.
So it falls like this: New Year's, playoffs, Super Bowl, Mardi Gras, 2-week break, arena football starts. 7 home games. We traveled to 5, and we've got some exciting stuff coming.
So
And
how
Now,
many
do y'all have a
players-
draft?
Okay.
Do y'all have a draft?
We
Yeah,
don't really have a draft. So arena football, the NAL is one of about 8 different arena football leagues.
Okay.
We are the only one that is a not-for-profit set up like the NFL. The only one. Everyone else is owned by corporations or people. That's the security blanket that I have. I have 8 other business partners in my league that is running teams in
that's
Amarillo,
cool.
Texas, Dallas, Texas, Omaha, Nebraska, Denver, Colorado, Sioux City, Iowa, Dodge City, Kansas, Salina, Kansas, and Pueblo, Colorado. Those are my business partners. Those is my board. Their success is dependent upon my success and vice versa. So they want
They want you to
Brookshire's-
succeed
Absolutely.
just as much as they want their franchise to succeed.
Absolutely,
So-
absolutely. And the name of the game, is this: it's going to be the fan experience. And there's a team out there nationally right now that is doing a fan experience thing that tops everything.
Yeah.
So they're outside of international soccer. There's only one sport franchise that's extremely popular, and that's the NFL. Do you know what the second most popular thing is?
No?
It's brand new. It's a year old. It's called the Savannah Bananas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Savannah Bananas. Absolutely.
It's the fan experience.
Yeah, I watched
that
them on
guy's a
TV.
genius.
I
Watch
told
it.
Jamie I
Incredible.
wish I would have bought the tickets to go to when they were in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
They of course LSU baseball sells out their stadium, but Savannah Bananas sold out in an hour.
Absolutely.
You know.
I'm a Saints season ticket holder. They're going to the Superdome.
They are.
And they're having to do a lottery for the tickets.
Yes.
The Superdome holds 80,000 people.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
they-
Brett Brown here at the BRF, he took his family to St. Louis. He bought his tickets online the minute they came up.
Yeah.
And they all went
So
up there.
I'm on the list to possibly go meet the owner. If that happens,
cool.
that would be unbelievable. Yeah. Now we're not going to have that type of environment. We're going to have a professional football game, but there is a fan experience that we can put in Brookshire's Grocery Arena that 3,500 people, 5,200 people, we don't know. But we feel that 3,500 people is where we're going to be. 5,244 is sold out in the lower bowl in the Brookshire's Arena, and Tyler and the Brookshire's Arena staff say that they feel confident of that. Now that's not a business decision on mine; that's a fan experience. But we're working on that. But Savannah
It's a
Bananas has changed.
fast-paced sport.
It is a very fast-paced sport. So going back to arena football, I'm doing all the talking, Matt. I'm sorry.
no,
No, that's all right. That's okay.
Tell me
I
about
mean-
the players.
All right, so arena
Tell me
football.
about the product on the field.
30 years ago, hockey is made to play in arenas during the winter because you can't go outside.
Right.
And then football's popular. They said, well, put turf on a hockey rink and let's make arena football. So arena football is a 50-yard field. It's 16 feet narrower than an NFL field. It's 8-on-8. It's a center, 2 offensive linemen, a quarterback or running back, and then you have wideouts. So it is an offensive type operation. It's fast paced. You have about 3 seconds to make a decision, or the linebacker can blitz, the quarterback's got to move. So you can see scores 60, 70, 80, 100 in arena football. It is the players are all college aged out players. They D1, D2, D3. Some players may not have gone to college. Maybe they went to JUCO, but they're college age players, 21 to 22 to 32. They either were not able to get into the NFL situation, but they haven't left their dream. They're still athletes. Or there is stages that they've played in the NFL, like we had last year. We had Eric Tank Thomas, played at Evangel, went to Troy, played for Indianapolis Colts, came and played with us last year. So we have NFL players, CFL players, UFL players, but we also have this age group that they're wanting to move up. So the best case scenario is we have a player that we bring in to Shreveport-Bossier, and they get tape March, April, and May. And they send that tape to their agent. That agent sends it out. And in July, Dallas needs a defensive back or needs a running back on their practice squad. And they sign a contract for them to go out to Oxnard for the Dallas Cowboys. And they make a couple of $100,000 a year just being on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's the dream. That's the dream of 35 players that we're going to bring into camp and 25 players that are going to be on our roster. And then the coaches bring that down to 21 dressed out players by Thursday morning to play on Saturday night. Because you get to leave those, leave 4 in limbo, depending on if they have an injury, if something's not right, or you change your game plan, you could put in something different.
Yeah.
We have a kicker, so we can have what's called a rouge. If you kick off and it goes through the goalpost, you get 2 points. So some days the kicker may be off. Well, you pull the kicker and you put in another linebacker, so you can move that 25-man roster. We have league rules. We have a salary cap, a coach's cap. We have a draft deadline. We don't have a national draft, but we sign players individually. Once they're signed, they can't go anywhere else. They're under contract. We bring 35 into camp. We camp 2 weeks before our first game. Our situation is I was fortunate enough with Brookshire's in the league. We actually, the league starts March 7th. We were able to get a preseason game February 28th because it fit at Brookshire's. It fit with our Mardi Gras schedule. So we have a preseason game. We're bringing in a non-league opponent. They're actually coming from the Rio Grande Valley arena football semi-pro team. They're going to come in and work our guys out. That allows us to have 1 extra week of camp. So we have 3 weeks of camp. We have a 35 players that will be at our preseason game, and then we'll cut our roster to 25 that next week. I'm actually interviewing and talking to videographers. We're actually going to begin as soon as possible. I want to start November 1st, a behind-the-scenes documentary like HBO does.
Right.
I want to do a documentary all the way through November, December, January, February to be able to see this. I'll go back on this. That's the professional piece. There's an economic impact to that. Because we have Dallas Bulls that are in our league this year. They're anticipating 500 people coming over, either driving or using a bus line to come over and buy our tickets. Now, those 500 people are going to get hotel rooms. They're going to go to restaurants. Yep. They're going to be here. But we believe that working with even Stacy Brown at Shreveport-Bossier, the Sports Commission, I've already reached out to Monroe, West Monroe, Alexandria, name drop Lieutenant Governor Nungessler in Baton Rouge. We believe there's a Louisiana draw of this football that can come into Shreveport and Bossier. So the naysayers, hopefully change. And my goal is to, if I get 9 no's and 1 yes, just every week get 1 more yes. Just 1 more yes.
Yeah.
And
that's the approach. That's the way you got to tackle it.
And that's what and everybody at my office at Always Best Care is mad I hadn't been there in a month because I've just been doing Rouxgaroux stuff. But it's exciting for me, and I'm passionate about it. Here's the reason I'm passionate about it, and I'll stop talking about it.
No, we love it when you do the talking.
I am passionate because I have had meetings. I've been in front of the City Council work group, the Caddo Commission work group. I've met with Mayor Chandler. This is the ability for us, the league, the Rouxgaroux, the Louisiana Rouxgaroux brand, to bring in professional athletes here that we're going to house. I got to find hotel rooms, Airbnbs. I've got to feed them. D1 is signed on immediately. They're repeating as our strength and conditioning. We're going to be out there 4 different times during the day. D1 Shreveport is amazing. Ethan, shout out to Ethan over there. His owners group, it's red carpet for us. They're doing all of our strength and conditioning and all of our fitness. So 25 athletes are going to be here in multiple restaurants. They're going to be speaking to schools. They're going to be signing footballs and autographs and merch. But those 25 football players were at the same exact space that all these football players that we see, from seniors in high school to third grade, in Shreveport, Bossier, Minden, Natchitoches, Northwest Louisiana, Arklatex. These are the role models that these children need. And it doesn't matter where they come from, what school they go to, what color they are, what culture they come from. Everyone loves football.
They do.
Yeah.
When I go to an LSU game and I get extra tickets and I go sit in a seat, I don't know the 25 people that I just sat down beside. But by halftime,
You will.
I'm buying them drinks, they're buying me drinks, and we never ask, what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
We're high-fiving, we're hugging, we're crying.
We're all Louisiana for that.
We're
time
all
for-
football.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
when I sit and I pray about, why am I doing this? I do it because I would love to leave a legacy that actually crossed every negative barrier that people and things put up in our community, and it could be wrapped around arena football, that every socioeconomical group could come in together and win. And I'm not doing it for myself. I'm actually doing it to give back. And when you listen to these players, and I've already got players that are in town now. I've got a player, my strong safety number 3, Lamar Dixon's living here now. He's from Watts, L.A.
Oh, cool.
You want to hear his story? You just stop and listen to his story. He came from Watts, and he's living right here in Shreveport, Bossier, working out 4 times a day because he wants to be an athlete for the Rouxgaroux. He may get a call from the CFL. He may go to Canadian League. He may go to Europe League. And that's his goal, and I support that. But he is the role model that hundreds and hundreds of children, men and women, girls flag football that we're supporting, needs to see that.
Yeah.
All right.
So go ahead.
Let me go, because
All right, go. I've talked too much.
I'm all in. I want to work with you. I want to help you. I love it. But now I'm going to beat you up.
All right.
Okay. Shreveport sports.
Yep.
Struggle bus. It's impossible. We've had 1 million leagues come in. Nothing works.
Nothing works.
What do we do different?
Well,
How
that's
do we
not
make
true.
it
I'm going
work?
to take the other side of that.
Well,
the mud bugs
let's
at
talk
work.
about it.
What mud bugs at work?
Okay. How do we make it work?
Well,
I don't care about the past. I care about how we make
let's
it
throw
work.
the
Yeah,
past
how do we
up.
make it work?
I went to captain's games all my life.
Yeah, awesome.
I went to Steamers games.
Yeah,
I know that was a
awesome.
problem. I went to Battle Wings games. I
Yeah.
understand that issue. I was 15 years ago, okay? If we today judge anything that walks in entrepreneurial in our cities, a region, and go, well, that didn't work 15 years ago,
Yeah.
let's not do it today.
Yeah.
Then there is the root problem that we have, and that's an internal
And that's
problem.
what happened
And that's
on
what
that
my
G
crew-
League basketball deal.
That's right.
Yeah.
The
And we
Mavericks.
ran them off.
The Mavericks.
Could have been great.
The Mavericks
Yeah.
sitting in the Gold Dome.
Yeah.
The icon of basketball sitting right in the center of Shreveport.
Yeah. So
that's the problem
okay,
that
so
I get.
how do
every
we
day. All right?
how do we take what you're about to do, which
Yep.
is exciting, and I love that you're going to Brookshire's Arena.
Okay.
Okay.
How do we make this work?
How do we make it work? I'm gonna boil it down to you.
I'm going to sell it to you in a couple of weeks because
All right.
I want to be a part.
All right.
But
All right, let me tell you how you
yeah.
make it work. It's not me. I am actually just the principal of the school. I am just the head coach of the thing. I'm the one that's just not directing, not trying to make more mistakes than you make
Right,
successes.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am not doing this for anything for economic gain. The ticket prices at Brookshire's Arena is $24. For the 50-yard line VIP tickets, it's $36. We're going to have food and beverage. It's going to be fun and affordable. We're gonna open up. There's no parking. There's no parking fees. We're gonna have games and activities. Kids Club to join for a year for our Roo Pups is $10. They're going to get a special lanyard that they get on the field with the players after the game for $10 a year. To be a member of our Roo Crew fan club is $25 for an adult. And they're going to have probably a couple of hundred gift cards that are in there. We are moving this to the fan experience. If I've told you I've spent hundreds of hours watching Savannah Bananas, I'm not trying to repeat that, but the concept of giving back to the community and the fans is paramount. Instead of trying to come in and make this an enterprise to where I can make money, I'm trying to give back to the fans.
Okay,
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Because, back to your point, my crew in the EAP and here at the BRF, it's not our job to tell you that's a bad idea. Our job is to tell you what do we need to do as a community to make this work. So that's what we got to have.
So I have a 3-result ROI formula. That's number one. We have made in the Brookshires Arena 30 field suites. These are the premium diamond platinum suites that everyone wants in arena football. We're going to put 6 bar height chairs and a table, or 12, depending on if you want the 8-foot suite or the 16-foot suite. They're 14 feet long. We're going to have a little food table back there. We're going to have some Coke, some popcorn. In front of that suite, you get a Dasher banner in front of the pad. The kids stand on the pad. The play is ending right here in their lap. They're actually high-fiving players. If you catch a ball, you keep it. You catch a player, you throw them back. You're in the action. There's 30 of those around the field. That's the prime location, okay? Yeah. With that is a complete media package. Around the side, we're going to have 12 by 12 banners of logos and businesses. So I don't need international exposure. I need local business owners, plumbers, and HVACs to say, I want to bring my family out there. It's going to be faith-based, family fun. It's affordable.
Yeah.
I get my logos. I get my social media. I get my websites. I can get with marketing companies and push out my stuff. I can sponsor tickets. So that's number one. We want to sell all those field suites up for local businesses. Number two, I want to sell season tickets. I don't want people to say, I want to buy season tickets. Right now, you can email KJAX. I'm paying all the taxes and all the fees for season tickets. It's $260 for the VIP, $50 per seat. $260. It's $190 for 7 games for season tickets around the curves, the priority 2 tickets. It's $260 for one person to go to 7 games in the Brookshires Arena and sit at the 25-yard line. That's number 2, season tickets. Number 3, we've anticipated that we can comfortably put 3,500 people in the Brookshires Arena for 7 games. That's paid attendance. If that happens, if Shreveport organically puts 3,500 people inside the Brookshires Arena on a Saturday night at 7:05, we will succeed. That's the 3 things that I need. How do we do that? Well, I'm talking too much, I'm sorry. I went to City Council Shreveport Work Group. I went to Cattle Commission on this last Monday. I said, you could take government, nonprofit, schools, and churches for a 50-ticket package. If you buy 50 tickets at a time, I'll pay all the taxes, all the fees, all the Ticketmaster fees, everything at Brookshires are $20 a piece. You take any of your government, nonprofit, school money, you buy 50 tickets per game. 7 of those tickets, you can buy 50 for 7 home games. That's 350 children that you personally or your group can affect, because I guarantee you, or I'll give you your money back, they will have a professional, faith-based, fun fan experience, and those kids will see role models, or I'll give you your money back. So I'm asking now, you asked me the question, tell me what I'm doing wrong.
I'm not going to tell you you're doing anything wrong.
I'll tell you off air.
So I just want to say, if a nonprofit is getting money nationally, internationally, and they actually want to guide the youth to be better humans, to be better athletes, to be better people, I will give them 7 opportunities to do that, and I'll do it on my own dime.
I think the key to Shreveport sports that I want to talk to you more about, but I think that what has not happened in a long time, and what used to happen in the Captains and the Pirates and some of those places, is when I walked into those games back in those days, I knew everybody. And all the power players were there. And the money crowd was there. And the people that you do business with and the business owners were there. And Shreveport has a history, my events too, of following those people. Mm-hmm. What those leaders and influencers do, the rest of the community tends to follow. Mm-hmm. I want to help you find a way to get those people in your games.
And
because that's what's been missing. And when you go to a game and I walk into a game, whatever it is, and you don't know anybody and it's not that crowd, that's part of the sports experience. When you're in a sporting event, the players are there. You know that's the Vegas fight. They show who's around the ring as much as they show what's happening in the ring.
I totally understand.
I think we can do some things, and I'm willing to help to make it popular to a certain crowd that has probably been disenchanted by local sports over the years.
Yep. And I think there's an incredible. I think you're right, Matt. I think there's an incredible opportunity here, and we definitely want to be part of you. But this is great.
I think
we
it's
love
cool.
what you're
Sorry,
doing.
I talked too much.
No,
you asked me the question. I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate.
Hey, and that's what it takes.
Right.
And the product's awesome. The facility, moving to Brookshire's Arena, is great. I think I'm excited to go to a game.
I am too.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate y'all.
Enjoy the podcast? We would love your feedback about today's show and who you think should be our next guest. Send us an email at info@eapla.com. Also, be sure to share the show and leave a comment on our social media post.